The Spirit of the True God Moves Us. October 10, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. The Spirit of the True God moves us and gives us enlightenment. The Holy Spirit is called the Counselor, and the Comforter, because the Holy Spirit was sent here to do both things pending the final resurrection and construction of heaven on earth. Our Father, also a Spirit, gives us life and health and the fullness of our being, our consciousness, and our bodily incarnation, but His Spirit also gives us insight and answers and solace. We make a huge mistake when we rely on our own resources and take counsel with our own thoughts, because we have open access to so much more, and so much assistance is ours, if we simply ask for it and accept help. How do you all think I have come to know all the things that I have revealed to you? I have not come to this knowledge by myself. I have asked for help and I have been given help, and it is the same for everyone else. If I am special in any way, it is only that I had the humility and horse sense to ask and knock and recognize the hand of God extended to me, enlightening my mind and lightening my load and giving me the answers. The relationship is very much like that of any other parent and a child. So long as your child is happy and progressing on their own, even if they fall down from time to time, you let them continue to exercise their free will and learn on their own. But when your child comes to you with a problem they can't solve, you pause and help them. It is the same with the Holy Spirit. He will pause and help you with whatever you need, if you ask for help. Once you ask, you need to relax and let the answers come. There is usually a time delay of between 3 and 30 days, but the answers will come. Now, as to all those gossips who say, "Why was she talking to and working for the Pope, Benedict XVI, I have this to say. 1. I was shown by the Holy Spirit that the Pope was in control of it all, both the British territorial government and the municipal government, so I took the problem to him under the Spirit's guidance. 2. Pope Benedict XVI responded and tried to help despite great danger and personal cost to himself. I have no doubt that he truly wasn't told what was going on, and I have proof that he took immediate good faith action to correct, including sending me and many others to give notice to his employees worldwide, telling them to correct their operations. 3. Pope Francis has been a different story. He focuses on circling the wagons and reorganizing the Church and indulges in efforts to keep the venal machinery of the Roman pontificate intact, howbeit, operating through a new storefront, that of the United Nations organization, instead of the Roman Catholic Church. That is to say, he is moving to relocate the problem and expand upon it. So what I have spoken to you about all these things does not come from my limited awareness, but from my counselor and teacher, the Holy Spirit. If any of you have any question about the truth of what I have said or are struggling to verify it, ask him. You will be shown and guided. If anyone has any further question about why it is necessary to address the Pope in order to bring peace to this country and to the world, consider that both the corporations engaged in this war on our soil are owned and controlled by the Pope. One is controlled by the Pope indirectly, as the Queen serves him to administer the Commonwealth aka British territorial government, and the other is more obviously and directly connected via the municipal government. He controls both the teams of pirates that have been attacking us under color of law. And he will still control both teams of pirates, and they will still continue to attack us, even if the Queen is no longer involved and even if the Roman Catholic Church is officially removed from the field and replaced by the United Nations. It would still be a farce in which the United Nations controlled by the Pope does battle with his own municipal government, and we, the miserable civilian population, would still be misidentified and caught in the middle. So the problem is the Pope, and so is the solution with the Pope. We must contend with the evil in high places, the secretive and venal competing religion of Babylon. We must contend with the spirit of falsehood. We must expose this evil at every turn. We must deal with the entire misguided church militant that believes in killing for Jesus. We must deal with the oxymoron posed by the secular church. And this must be done from inside the Roman Catholic Church and from outside the Roman Catholic Church. Just as we have been played both ends against the middle for a century and a half by two foreign governmental services corporations, both ultimately working for the Pope, the Church must be, not attacked, but cleansed as with good soap and hot water, from within and without. The Roman Catholic Church must not allowed to carry on as it has been, promoting war, betraying trust, avoiding its treaty obligations via constructive fraud, and generally causing trouble as it pursues a secret agenda of world conquest veiled even from its own members. This despicable and duplicitous behavior on the part of the Roman Catholic Church has to be recognized for what it is, and the Church must be called on the carpet by the entire world, most especially by its membership, its laymen, its organizations, and its clergy. Let us suggest that there are a lot hotter topics for the curia to discuss and for the clergy to address than returning to a policy of allowing married priests. How about giving up the doctrine of scarcity and the doctrine of collective entities? Throwing it out, just as you have thrown out the doctrine of discovery? They are all bunk. They all cause misery. How about ending the church militant and all the nastiness that goes on because of that? When is the last time that the church was in mortal danger, as opposed to causing mortal danger for others? How about voluntarily ending the whole farcical pretense of fronting wars between the church's own business interests, and using this as an excuse for attacking bystanders? How about calling a halt to attempts to use any good organization, including the actual church or the United Nations, as a storefront to conduct operations that are by their very nature and existence, evil? These are the hot topics that the top clergy of the Roman Catholic Church needs to be discussing, because believe me, the rest of the world is watching, and so is the kingdom of heaven.